Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and I just got out of seeing It, Chapter 1, evidently. They don't tell you that. They tell you at the end of the movie. That's the only spoiler I'm going to give you. But I'm going to talk about it a little bit, and wow, what the hell was that? My hair is absolutely, look at that, Big Don. My wife let me leave the house like this? Jesus Lord. Anyways, yeah, so I had to drive my wife to work today and everything because I wanted to see this movie. We only have one car. Hey, I'm going to be upfront with you guys. I'm an average guy. I only have one vehicle with the family and everything. Yeah, but I just got done seeing the movie. To say the least, I watched Johnny. I think it's Johnny Hypergeek, something like that. If you know what I'm talking about, you know he's a really cool guy. He did a spoiler-free review yesterday, and I'm going to kind of talk about it. Spoiler free, but I'm going to tell you at some point that I'm going to talk about some spoilers and you can turn the video off. So this video is going to be a little long, but not too long. First thing I'm going to talk about is the kids. And every time that there's a movie out and there's kids in it, people always talk about how good they acted and what that. These kids were really, really good. There is some instances, like at the very beginning of the movie, Bill, he starts talking and immediately you're like, uh-oh. Because the way he talked, like, it sounded like he was, like, faking his illness at the beginning of the movie. And if you've seen the original It, you know how it starts. Yeah, it starts the exact same way. I'm not giving anything away. It's what it starts out as. So, basically, they stayed pretty close to the same thing as the TV movie, but they did add stuff that wasn't in the TV movie that's a little bit more gruesome. That's the only thing I'm going to say. That really is... And really, I don't really have to spoil a whole lot of things, to be honest. There wasn't too many people in the theater I was in, but I was waiting for, like, I was hoping for reactions. Like, there wasn't very many reactions, per se, in the theater. I was saying, like, no reactions. Like, really? There's nobody that's, like, slightly scared about what's going on. I'm sure it made people jump at certain points in the film, but, yeah, the kids did a great job. There were some uneasy scenes, though, in there. Uncomfortable scenes that I don't know why they decided to put in. We'll talk about that when we get to the spoilers. There is some things in there like, why did they do that? Like, why did they put that in? Like, there's some weird things going on. And things that do make you uncomfortable. There is some, not so much gory, but kind of grisly, I guess you could say, scenes in the movie that kind of like you go, whoa, okay, they updated it. It's not a TV movie anymore. But yeah, they did update it, and that's great. It wasn't a TV movie, and that's a good thing. They made it up to date. They added things that they couldn't do in the TV version. The kids cussed a lot. I'm gonna tell you that now. Like, you'll find out. Like, as soon as you see the whole crew and they all show up, one of the kids, I swear, they dropped the word F, the other name for your penis. Yeah, they say that. They just start cussing automatically. Like, you're like, whoa! And the funny thing about it is, the theater I was in, there was like, I like froze for a second on the camera. I was like, but the theater I was in, there was literally like 11, 12-year-olds in there. I'm like, why are these kids in here? Like, they're gonna scare the shit out of them. Is that the point? You're trying to scare them? Because this movie is not gonna be that. But then again, Five Nights at Freddy's is out, and my kid kind of was interested in seeing it, but he said he was scared of clowns. Well, whatever. He watches like Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Like, and what's the other one? Hello Neighbor. That's another scary one. Sister Location. Like, they watch all that stuff. So it's like, our generation, the new generation of scary movies, I don't want to see any of those. I cannot, like, when I'm 60 or 70, I don't want to go see the scary movies because I probably won't be able to handle them. Because they're going to be so, like, used to seeing, like, the stuff that's out now. They're going to have to get more grisly and gory because it's not going to be a scary movie anymore. I don't know. I think a lot of it's going to go back to practical effects in about 10 years because it's going to have to be to impress people. But as far as the movie, was it good? Was it worth seeing? Yes. And I kind of didn't want to... Something on the screen. Sorry. It was bugging me. I think I accidentally spit. I project. I apologize. If you see spit in my videos, it's kind of hard with what's going on. Anyway, we'll move on. But the movie was really good at basically a lot of scare factors. And some people complain about that, but the way they did it in this movie, it was pretty good. They had, parts where, trying to think how, without spoiling anything, because I don't want to give anything away. But sometimes they spread them out, and then sometimes they would like jumble them like right after the other. And I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Should have spread them out a little bit. And the only complaint I really have with the movie is that if you've seen the original, there's parts in the movie where they flash back of, because I think in the TV movie, they flash back, and that's when the kids would see Pennywise and stuff like that. In this movie, it's a little bit different. It actually happens in real time in the movie. Like, that's why the movie's like kind of longer, but not really. Like, when I went to see the time for this movie, it said 2 hours and a half. It wasn't 2 hours and a half. It was, I got out. It's like earlier than 6 o'clock. And I'm like, at 3:30, I went in there. So I guess that's about right. But I mean, it was closer to 6. I guess that makes more sense. Yeah, it was 2 hours and a half. Never mind. I can't tell time. And I can't add, evidently. But the movie was really good. It seemed to be a little long. When it got to really close to the end of the movie, I was about to fall asleep. I talk about my narcolepsy on this channel a lot. I'm telling you right now, I have like a slight form of narcolepsy where I fall asleep all the damn time. I almost fell asleep at the end of the movie. I had to like go, focus, focus. Because I about fell asleep at the end of the movie. Because it drawn out so many times. And the other downfall of this movie is that they spend so much time on building the character of the kids. But then again, they did that in the TV movie too. But they do a lot of it in the movie. It seems like more than the TV movie. To me, it kind of felt like more. Or some things maybe they thought was stupid, so they added a little bit more humor to it. There is a lot of funny things in this movie. Like, you'll be surprised when you see it, because if you do go to see the movie in the theater, I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably going to be 10 times better than seeing it at home. Because here's the thing. The effects in the theater are going to be so much better than seeing them in your house. Unless you have like a great surround system, and probably it's going to be about the same thing. But in the theater, they pump, and there's weird like sound effects. Like, when a scary thing is about to happen and the noise happens sometimes, they use like a squealing effect one time, and that's the only one that got me in the movie. There was one scene in the movie that made me jump. And I think everybody in the theater jumped, because it had like a squealing sound kind of when it was about to happen. And it made people jump. It was a cheap one, and I know people that are going to hate on the movie. That's one of the things that they're going to talk about, is a jump scene that kind of made you jump, because it was a very squealing thing. So it made you jump. Anyways, now I'm going to talk about some spoilers. So if you want to shut off the thing now, I'm going to kind of spoil things for you. So at about 8:30, or in about 10 more seconds, I'm going to spoil things for them. Because this movie, I want to talk about it so much. I got to talk to somebody, and I got to talk to YouTube about it. So I'm going to talk to you guys right now. I'm going to let you guys know. So I'm going to give you a chance. Turn it off if you don't want to be spoiled. If you're going to go see this movie in a few days, a few weeks, whatever, turn it off now. Last chance. When it hit 8:50, I'm going to start talking about it. Here we go. 8:50. Here we go. Last chance. Okay. This movie was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm telling you, you got to go see it. If you even have an inkling of an idea that you want to go see this movie, go fucking see it. It was a great character. Pennywise. Holy shit. This guy is amazing. I can't wait to see him in the next one, because I know there's going to be a next one. The end's of chapter 1. I said that in the spoiler for review, but you know what? You know there's going to be a chapter 2. You know there's going to be, because they talked about, and there's somebody looking at me right now, and I'm filming the camera, I don't want to look here. But, there's going to be a second one, because they only focus on the kids in this movie. I'm sure a lot of people guessed that it would happen, but the next one is going to be probably the adults. I kind of wonder who's going to play certain people in the movie. It's like the light. I'm still at the theater, so I'm trying to hurry up and film this, but like it's been 10 minutes I'm sitting here and the car's running. Anyways, but yeah, the kids, there were some grisly scenes in this movie. People's arms getting cut off. Dude, there is like, Pennywise opens his mouth and like, I'm telling you, wow, that didn't really change, because if you've seen the original, his teeth are about the same. He opens up and you see all the teeth and everything. They showed the deadlights at one point in the movie. Yeah, there's something, like I said, there's some changes to the movie, I think, that made it better. It did make it better. I'm trying to think, like, what can I spoil? That it's not really much to spoil. It's the same exact movie that you got. It's a lot better done. They spread it out. They gave it room to breathe. That's great. And there's still more to come. There's going to be a second movie. It's going to be with the adults. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more adult-oriented jokes. It's going to be dirtier. It's going to be gorier. It's going to be. I'm all in. I'm all in. When the next movie comes out, I'm going to be interested to know. Yeah, the girl in the truck just went away. Oh, they're probably staring at me the whole time. They're like, "What is that guy doing?" I don't know. He must be recording the video. Probably. Anyways, yeah, I had to go to the bathroom in the movie too. It's horrible. Anyways, I was at Wolf Theaters here in Greensburg. I was surprised, one, that they got the movie. In the past, when we talking about this, 10, 15 years ago, I mean, I'm giving my age away. Yeah, I'll say 10, because that's around the time when I was here. They wouldn't carry a lot of scary movies. It was a lot more of the mainstream scary movies. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, those kind of movies. The original Scream. I don't even know if they carried that, to be honest. I think they did. I think they carried Scream. I don't even know if they carried Scream, to be honest. I think they carried, like, some of the other ones that, like, weren't as good. Like, they would carry, like, the stupid ones. And I'm surprised. When I saw that they were actually having it play here, I was like, oh my god, they're actually going to have a scary movie there. Which makes me wonder, because there was previews at the beginning of the theater. Beginning of the movie, beginning of the theater. Well, I mean, there is when you walk in, but anyway. There's previews at the beginning of the movie that says Jigsaw, so I kind of wonder if Jigsaw is going to play here. We'll see. If it does, I'm definitely coming. That's all I'm saying. But this movie, good God. But the worst part, and the one part I'm going to spoil, is that another part I'm going to spoil. I am in the spoiler section, though. I told you guys to turn it off, so I'm going to talk about stuff. The bully guy, which I don't know who he is. They look like they got some generic people to be the bullies, which didn't make no sense to me. But I mean, they did a pretty good job. But they did some parts that I don't think was in the original movie. Like, he killed his father at the end of the movie, and then he ends up. Well, I mean, they didn't show him dying, but he fell down the goddamn well that was like fucking like 15 feet. So I'm sure he's dead. In the movie, there's no way he could be alive. If they have him come back and have him be alive in another movie, like, they must have changed. And I never read the book, to be quite honest, so I don't know the differences between the book and the movie and the original TV movie. I don't know what they changed, but I'm assuming they did it a lot closer to the book, which probably is a lot more gruesome, because it is Stephen King, and he writes some gruesome shit. So I can only imagine. But with that being said, the movie, I mean, if I had to rate it, well, should you go see it? Like I said, if you have an inkling of any, like, if you like it, whatever. I seen some older people in here, which kind of got me thinking. It's like, any movies that could get an older crowd into the theater, that's great. And It is one of those movies, because people grew up with the It movie, the TV movie, whatever, and being a fan of Stephen King. Stephen King will draw like an older crowd sometimes, because of the fact that, you know, older people kind of are into Stephen King. And It movie, God, I can't wait. So there you go. I don't really know what else to say to talk about. Like I said, Pennywise is amazing. That was the one thing people, I think, were worried about, was Pennywise, and I think he did a phenomenal job. It was it's kind of like, though, people talking about Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger, Joker, and saying who's better. It doesn't really matter. They're two different characters. And this was a different Pennywise. It was more of a creepier Pennywise. He was able to do more since he's in a different environment, different type of a movie. He's not a TV movie. He's a real movie. So he's in a different kind of environment. And plus, they could do more now with the special effects. So this Pennywise was kind of able to whatever. The only thing that weirded me out about him, and I don't know if that's the reason, was because One, it sounded like he was like an English actor, and maybe it is. Don't know. Nobody ever talked about that. And his forehead is like, they painted his forehead to be like super wide. And I know like I have a wide forehead. But anyway, he had like a huge wide forehead. And I don't know if that was just like, they wanted to do that. Because I think the older Pennywise, he kind of had, Tim Curry kind of had it like that too. Which I don't really remember who the hell. I think Tim Curry was in Miss Doubtfire. I think that's Tim Curry. I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I'm stupid. And don't be coming. I had some girl comment on my last video. Thank you for the view. Thank you for watching my video. All that jazz. She's saying do more research. Dude, if they didn't even know about that, it was about the stains and about, you know, listen, I listen to the music. I'm not going to go and write a biography about the guy in my video. I'm just saying. I'm just here to listen, to watch movies, to listen to music, and to give you guys honest opinions about what's going on. I'm not going to sit there and do a 4-page novel and then talk about it on the camera. It's not gonna happen. There's more people showing up. I have to end the video or I'm gonna look like a crazy man. Not that I worry about that, because my hair is like absolutely, look at my hair. Look at my hair. What is going on in my hair today? It's already like Afro country because the way my hair grows. But anyways, the movie was amazing. I loved it. I knew I would love it, and it ended up becoming so awesome. I don't know what else to say. It's almost a 20-minute video. Pretty close. I could probably talk for 4 more minutes, but I'm probably going to end it now. I got to go pick up my son. I got to go get food. I'm starving. My stomach is rumbling in the theater. That was kind of embarrassing. Probably people heard that because it was pretty loud. I'm thirsty. I'm about to die. I had a Mountain Dew in there, but I hate fountain drinks. A little thing about me, I don't like fountain drinks. People are driving around me. I'm kind of disturbed because I'm probably talking to myself, and they probably think I'm crazy. They're probably going to call the white coats on me. But that movie, good Lord, that movie, I am so excited that I came to see this. And the previews were pretty awesome too. Wait till you see the previews. Good Lord. Jigsaw. I'm just going to give you the names. I'm not going to talk about maybe we'll talk about the previews later. I'll probably do some reaction trailers. Or not reaction trailers, but reactions to the trailers and enjoy. Jigsaw, which is a different preview I've never seen before. Holy God. I'm sold. 2. What was the other one? The Snowman. 3. Murder on the Orient Express. 4. Well, yeah, there's a lot of previews in this movie. What was the 4th one? Happy Death Day. I am super excited to see that. I will definitely go see that movie. That is Groundhog's Day meets Friday the 13th. Sort of. Actually, if you wanted to go by the looks, it would be Valentine's Day Massacre. Because actually, no, take that back. It would be Groundhog Day meets some shitty movie that nobody watched in the 90s called Valentine's Day. That's what it is. But yeah, kind of a cool concept of that movie. We'll talk about that later. Was there any? I thought there was a 5th one. There was a lot of previews in this movie. There's a lot of previews. I still want to talk about the trailers. That'll be like a later thing. I'll probably have to record those later at some point. I may record them here in a bit. What was the other one? There was one more, I thought. There was another one. I know there was. I can't think of what it was. Great previews, though. I saw the previews. I was like, I'm ready to go home. I'm sold. Oh, wait, there's a movie coming? Oh, yeah, I paid for it. Probably should stick around and watch that. Great movie, though. Great previews. All in all, a great experience at the theater. All I do is buy a pop, though. I'm not like a popcorn guy. Like, I kind of saw people coming in with popcorn. It kind of made me hungry for popcorn. But I'm like, I'm not getting up. I got pretty good seats. I sat in my seat. I'm like, I ain't moving. Good seat, right in the, kind of in the middle of the theater. On the edge. An aisle seat. That's what I like to get. Anyways, Wolf Theaters, Greensburg, kudos. Got some scary movies in your theater now. Like I said back in the day, I had an email war with this guy. Like, I got an email war, I'll say. It was a couple emails. But I emailed him back, and I was like, dude, why don't you ever get... And basically, he came back to me and said they don't sell. That's what he said, like, back in the day. And then he went back and was like, no, they don't sell because you don't get them in. Seems like it's probably doing pretty good. There's a decent amount of people in there watching. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And this truck backs into me to kill me. I'll see you guys later. keep on rocking. Do all that jazz down below. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't saying it no more. You guys know what you're doing. I don't need to tell you guys. Everybody, like, on YouTube, tell everybody. It's like, YouTube's been around for I don't know how long. You know, like 5 years or so. Probably longer. I know longer than that, probably. I'm not doing my research. Like I said, I'm not doing a documentary on YouTube right now. But, you guys know what you're doing down below. I don't need to tell you guys. All right? Are you guys still here? If you guys are still watching, troopers to you. And you got to put a dog inside a cave down below if you made it to the end of the video. Anyways, there you guys. Keep rocking. Keep on watching it.